Hey guys, it's Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com, and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Well, we have something in our hands today that is not exactly what you would call modern. In fact, it is a, by my count, 112-year-old gun design, and, well, it has never looked better. This is the S&T M1903, available at evic.com. Currently priced at around $200 and frequently going on sale. It features a real wood stock and handguard, one piece obviously, and a full metal everything else. This is a very sturdy gun. The thing is absolutely rock and wood solid for that matter, and it is spring powered and features an internal removable magazine. And it's kind of an interesting design, actually. I hadn't seen too much about this, and I had seen a few other 1903s on the market. Generally, those were gas-powered, though I know G&G has a gas-powered replica currently. And those tend to shoot really, really hot. Just shoot crazy high velocity, which generally makes them unskirmishable unless you are trying to set it up for a sniper platform. Now, this gun saw a lot of use with U.S. forces, frankly, between World War I and even, my understanding, into the early days of Vietnam. It was primarily, in its later years, set up as a sniper rifle. In its earlier years, it was kind of an everyman's rifle, but later on, when they started getting things like semi-automatic M1 Garands and whatnot, they didn't necessarily need a lowish capacity bolt-action rifle. That being said, you can trick one of these out for some very, very interesting loadouts. Hell, I might be looking at a marine invasion slash, urban pacification force from the early 1900s loadout because, well, I look good in a Smokey the Bear hat. That being said, let's talk about some of the details of this specific replica. It is bolt action. To load it, pull the bolt back, press the bolt forward. Pretty easy to do. Your trigger pull is light and consistent, but does have a fairly long travel. But like I said, it breaks consistently every time. You have a hop-up adjuster located here, which is easy to access while shooting. You have adjustable iron sights in the rear. It is adjustable for both elevation and for windage. The front is primarily just adjustable for windage by unscrewing this small screw and sliding it back and forth. A couple of things to note when I first got the gun. The lower portion of this handguard was able to slide off entirely. It's a two-piece design, and there's a wooden dowel that kind of goes in, and I think it was supposed to be glued from the factory. Mine was not, but a quick touch of wood glue, and the thing is absolutely solid on there. No concerns of that falling off. Your magazine is located inside, and we will do our best to show how to change it. You pull this little lever here, opening the door. Inside, there's a small spring button you press that will unlock the magazine, which is this little guy. This little thing right here holds, my understanding is around 20 rounds. In my testing, I've gotten about that. And it has this handy little ledge here to easily pull it out. So when you need to reload, put a new one in until it clicks, close the door, and you're back in business. Obviously, it's something that you want to practice before trying to do it quickly in the field, because realistically, it is not the easiest reload cycle, but it certainly gets the job done. You have two safeties on the gun. First, this little guy right here prevents the trigger from being pulled. Second safety right here prevents the bolt from being pulled back. You have a small little compartment there in the stock that you can use for not much. The real gun is designed to hold a cleaning kit. You could maybe throw some BBs in there, or perhaps some Skittles. In case you get hungry while you are in the field, Skittles are always a great choice. You have Sling Points as well as the split one up front, which is designed for locking several of these guns together for storage. And as I mentioned before, this gun is priced currently right around $200. Let's go out, let's see how this thing shoots, and see if it might be the right gun for you. All right, we've got targets set out at 100 feet. Let's see what we can do with some .25 gram BBs. It's a hit. It's a hit. Just left. Hit. Hit. And that's the weird thing that I've noticed with this gun, is that every now and then it will just really aggressively hook a shot to the left. I have no explanation for it, and we'll have to see. It's putting them just high. The gun's putting them, I'm just not aiming right. I don't know if maybe something's misaligned or what, but every now and then it will just really aggressively hook a shot to the left, like every 6 shots or so. Otherwise, the gun is doing its job. I'm not. Standing shooting while trying to narrate this to you guys is tricky business. So performance on this thing is kind of so-so in stock form. It's not shooting terribly fast, which I like. I like the fact that it's only shooting around 350, 360 feet per second. That actually works really, really well if you don't want to run it as a sniper platform. If you just want to run it as a normal gun, if you're a reenactor or something like that, it'll work great. I need to open it up and see what kind of system it uses, but my understanding is it's relatively proprietary. Does not use standard VSR-10 internals or anything like that, as far as I know. Now we could open up and see that that's not the case at all. So we'll see in a later video once we open this thing up. Performance-wise, the only main defect that I'm seeing is on accuracy. It's really weird because 5 out of 10 shots will be torso accurate at 100 feet plus, no problem whatsoever. But every now and then a shot will go drastically to the left. We're at 100 feet, it'll be shooting 3 feet to the left, and then the rest of the shots are just fine. So I don't know if it's a problem with something being misaligned, or it's almost as if it's hitting something, and I might need to look a little closer, see if it's dinging something in the muzzle. But accuracy and performance-wise, it does need a little bit of work. Many thanks to Evic for sending this over. The gun is absolutely beautiful. I love this thing. It looks and it feels great, and it shoots great as well. The bolt action is fantastic on it. It's fun to shoot, but it just does not have currently the long range accuracy that I would like out of a long arm, out of something like this. So again, $200 over at evic.com. Many thanks to them for sending this over and for their continued review support. Thanks for watching.